If you live in Japan and don't know how to apply for credit card from your mobile phone, then this video is for you. Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to see step by step how to apply for Epos Credit Card from mobile. Yes, I have already made a video on how to apply for Epos card. That time I used my PC to apply for the credit card, but this time I'm gonna use my mobile phone. I'm getting lots of comments from my viewers saying that when we apply from mobile phone, an error occurs while writing our name. To solve that problem, I will show you step by step how to apply Epos credit card with your mobile phone. If you are new in the channel, I make videos for foreigners living in Japan, and I have already started making videos in English so that all the foreigners living in Japan can benefit from it. So with all that said, let's get into the video. At first, the credit card link is in my video description. You can go to the link and then use your Safari or Google Chrome for that. I'm using my Safari. And then you will see this website kagaku.com, and from here we will go to the applying page. So you can see everywhere Epos Kado Moshikomi Kochira. It's written like that. So if you press there, and you will have two options, like you can choose the what kind of card you want, what color you want, or what design you want. So I'm choosing the red one. So I like the Masahiro Ko Kimura, that I like that design. So I'm choosing that design. After choosing that design, you can see the selected one is shown. So that's the card you have selected. And if you scroll down, you will see Kado Moshikomi wa kochira. And if you press that, doishite tsugi. So if you press that, then you will go to the form. Here you have to input your name. So while writing the name, you should write in katakana, both in katakana, and don't give space, and write in big letters. As you can see, there is a limit for letters, and it says 9 letters. That means po means 2 letters. Ho and maru counts as 2 letters. So counting all that, it will be 9 letters. So if your name is not completed, don't worry. Write up to where it fits. Down there you write in katakana the same way as you write in the upper part. So after writing your name, now your age, you have to write your age, and then your date of birth, and whether you are a boy or a girl. So while writing your age, you have to perform a calculation, like if you were born in 2001, that means 2023 minus 2001, that means 22 years old. So like that, to perform a calculation and write your age. After writing your age, you have to write your date of birth, and then whether you are a girl or a boy, and then you do next. After doing next, now you have to write your address, and it says Yubin Bango. So if you put your Yubin Bango, then it will itself show the address. If you Jusho Kensaku, if you press Jusho Kensaku, then it will show your address, half of your address. Now you don't have to do anything, just you have to click the address and it will be filled by itself. So up there you can see it is already filled by itself. Now in the first part, you have to write your mansion's name or your building's name and room number. And down there in the second one, you have to write the same thing in katakana. So after writing your address, now you have to write phone number. So you write your phone number, and then you check the box Jitaku no denwa bango wa nai. This option, you have to check this option. And then so you also select the Keitai denwa option, and then do next. After doing next, now you have to write your other information, like where do you live, like apato, sataku, and then other your family house. So I'm living in Sataku, so I'm using Sataku, and how much you have been living there. So I have been living here for 1 to 3 years, so I'm choosing 1 to 3 years. And the next is haifusha. That means, is there anyone with you? That means, do you have wife or husband? If you have, then you have to click Ari. If you don't have, then Nashi. Okay, I have, so that's why I'm clicking Ari. And then it's asking for, do you have any loan? So in that, it's better if you write Nasi. But if you have taken any loan from Japanese company, then you have to write Ari. So if they found that one information is lied, then they will not accept anything. So it's better you write the real thing, what it is. So next, so how many members you have? I 2. So after that, it's asking for about your job. So what job you do, and then here you can write sonota if you are a student, or daigakuse, daigakuin, and then if you are a part-time worker, then you can write arubaito. After choosing that, we do next. And now there's a place where you can put Sokai Bango. So I have left my Sokai Bango in description, and also you can see this is my Sokai Bango. You can use this is my Sokai Bango, which you can put there. If you put this Sokai Bango, then you will get extra point for that. If you don't use, you will not get that extra point. So let's go to the next one. After writing Sokai Bango and doing next, it will ask to check your address once again. So you have to click there and do next. Now it will ask about your company, where you are working. If you are, I have written there Arubaito, that's why it's asking which company do you work. And while writing the name of company, make sure that you write it correct. Like, don't write Kabushiki Gaisha Yamato. If its real name is Yamato Kabushiki Gaisha, write in that way. Don't write Kabushiki Gaisha Yamato. The Kabushiki part should be in the proper place. So after that, it will ask you to write that the same thing in katakana. So if you write that in katakana and you do next, so it will ask you how many workers work in that company. You just see in the web page of the company, and then you can write. And then it's asking your position in the company. So if you have any position, you can write there. If you don't have, then you can select the option whatever is suitable for you. Now it's asking in what sector you are, like Senmon Gijitsu or sales or any other. If you have any, if you are in Eigyo, you can write Eigyo. So if different from that, then you can just write Sonota. So after writing Sonota, now you have to write the number of the company where you are working. They won't call in the company, but they will just check whether the company is true or not. So after writing the number, you have to write how many years you worked there, and then how much you earn in a year. If you earn Nihakuman, then you can write Nihakuman, and if you earn Sanbakuman, then you can write Sanbakuman. So normally I will suggest you to write more than Nihakuman, and don't write too much and don't write too less. So now it's asking about the loan that you have taken from another company. So you can just write 0 in that place and then do next. Then it's asking about the caching. I suggest you to write as less as you can. So Nijuman is the lowest, so you can choose then. If you write more caching, then it will be more difficult to get the card. Now it's asking where will you use the card. So I will be saying I will be using in my daily purpose, like Kaimono and all those stuff. So I'm clicking the first option. After that, I will do next, and here it's asking for my Honnin Kakunin. So Honnin Kakunin means that you have to identify that it's you. So I'm doing next, and then it's showing the all the details, and then I'm choosing my gyro card. So it will show up. If you scroll down, there is a place where you have to write the information of your gyro card. So the number is given there: 1 gyro card ubango ni namae san kokuseki, like that. So you can see the number and write the information there. So after finishing that, you have to write a 4-digit password for your credit card. When your credit card comes, you have to use that password. So don't forget the password and write a 4-digit password, 4-digit code for your credit card. So after writing the 4-digit code, you can do next, and there is another question for Epos Net Hassin. So it's login password. So after you use Epos credit card, there is an Epos app where you can see everything. For that app, you need to write a password now. So whatever password you write, please don't forget to write in your notes or anywhere, so that you won't forget the password later. So I wrote my password, and then once more you have to write for Kakunin. So after that, it's asking for your email, and I suggest you to write the right email which you use, because all of the emails about the credit card will come in that email. So after writing that, it's there are options like do you want to get mail from Epos, or do you want to get if there is any sale, or if there is any otokuna joho, whatever that is. So I have checked everything, so they will send me mail if there is anything. Now this is a little important part. Here it's written Ichudemo ribobarai hassen suru, Ichudemo ribobarai hassin shinai. That means ribobarai means if you use 1 lakh this month, then it will divide it in 5 months. You have to pay that in 5 months or 6 months, whatever it is, but you have to pay interest for that if you do ichudemo ribo barai hasse suru, which means you can pay your money in long term, but you have to pay interest. If you do ichudemo ribo barai hasin sinai, that means you have to pay that next month if you didn't use ribo barai. So I suggest you to not to use ribo barai, because that's a setting which you can do it later. For now, choose ichudemo ribo barai sinai. After that, it's asking for ETC card. If you want ETC card, you can just do moshikomi. I don't need ETC card, so I haven't done moshikomi for that. Now, after doing that, I'm going to next. So here it's asking for some kind of mark, which I don't want to do. So I have left it as it is. So at last, it's asking to accept everything. Okay, everything I have written before is true. So I have checked the box and then I went to next. Now it says the application is not yet finished. So you have to connect your bank. So for connecting our bank, first we need to check our details, whatever we have written. And then at last we can see this red button that will send all the information, and we will go to the next page. Now we have to connect our bank with the credit card so that every month it can take money from the bank. So we can do that from online. So internet to de koja tezuki or suru, whatever it is. So click on that. And then here you have to accept again all the conditions and all the things that you can read if you want to. So I accepted, and then now I accept one more time, and then now I have to write my date of birth. After writing my date of birth, after writing my date of birth, if you do next, then you can see this option. So you again click in this option, then you can see the list of banks. So if your bank is in this list, you can choose this one. That means my bank, the bank I want to connect, is in this list. So if you choose that, and if you do next, then it will take you to this page. So where you can see the next page, and then we will go to next. And I want to connect my Yucho Ginko, so it's in the top. So if you want to connect your other banks, you can see down there are all kind of banks. So I'm choosing my Yucho Ginko. So after this, I'm showing this in PC because I lost connection in my mobile. So I'll just show the steps in PC. It's the same, exact same. All the other things are done. Just we need to connect this. So for that, you have to select Yucho and then do next. And then now you have to accept the conditions. So for that, you have to click on that blue button. So after seeing all these things, and then you close that, and then you go to I accept and next. Now you have to input your card number, which starts from 1105 or something, anything you have, and you don't have to write the first one, it's already written, and the last 0, it's already written. So after that, you write your account number here. You don't have to write the last digit, the 1, it's already written here. So after writing your account number, so you do next, and it will ask you to write your date of birth. Now you write your date of birth, like if you were born in 2001, 12/14, then 2001, 12/14, no space, no comma, nothing, just as shown in the example. Now you have to write the number of your phone number which you use to create the bank account. So now it will send an SMS one-time code in your mobile phone. So we will say next, and then you will write the code now, one-time password that it will be in the number you just have given. So after writing one-time code, now you have to write the cash card bango. That means code of the cash card. So I have written my cash card code. Now it's saying it's showing Epos Card and all those things. You can do kakunin, and then next, and the moshikomi and the form is finished. So if you got this screen in your mobile, that means your moshikomi is finished. Epos Card is really good for foreigners living in Japan, as you can get a lot of points, and if you use Epos Card in a good manner for 1 year, you can change that into Epos Card Gold. I used Epos Card for 1 year, and when I applied for Epos Card, I got only Juman, and after like 4 or 5 months, they themselves increased the limit to Gojuman. Now I have already got Epos Card gold request. So if you use Epos Card Gold, you can collect mile while traveling in aeroplane. You can pay your utility bills with that and get points, and the point won't expire and all other facilities. So that was all for today. If you liked the video, if you felt the video was informative, please don't forget to subscribe, and if you don't want to miss any further coming information, please don't forget to hit the bell. I will be bringing more and more information. Till then, see ya.